seconds. Okay, retro, go. Fido, go. Guide, go. Control, go. Telcom, go. GNC, go.
Drivers, start your engines!
Liftoff. We have a liftoff. Tower clear.
You are go for CLI, over.
One final chance for 18 drivers of the field today to make their way into the final 10 playoff spots left open. It's the Coke Zero Sugar 400 from Daytona International Speedway. This, round 4, being the regular season finale. Chris Buescher, Daniel Suarez locked in with 3 wins apiece. Harvick, Hamlin, Larson, Suarez, Elliott, Bowman, Logano, Briscoe, Wallace, and Dillon all locked into the playoffs, at least for now, before the chaos starts. Starting lineup is on the pylon on your left. Look for your favorite driver's number. That's where they'll start. Chris Buescher on pole alongside Chase Briscoe in the 14. One big name coming into this race below the cut line, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Can the defending NASCAR Cup Series champion win his way into the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs this year? That's what it's going to take, but he's going to have to get by the pole sitter, defending Daytona 500 winner Chris Buescher, as he leads us to green from Daytona.
Ready. Green. Rolling good. In line, out back. 2 back.
Outside line, not a great start. Buescher escapes the lead with Stenhouse. Byron behind, on board. Here comes Briscoe with a push from Suarez. Kyle Larson shuffled out of the pack completely. He's falling all the way back. Good thing is above the cut line. He's in 4th for right now. 4th in the points as Buescher leads lap 1. Second place, even as they head back through 1 and 2 again. Here's your cut line right now. Live playoff standings. Dillon, Almirola, Truex, Busch, Bell, Keselowski, Jones, and Bellini all outside of the playoffs. But right now, that can all change as we head now to lap number 3. It's still Buescher with the 2 wins already locked in the playoffs, who leads Ricky Stenhouse, who needs a win to get into the playoffs. William Byron trails behind in 3rd. With Briscoe to the outside. Stenhouse makes a move. Now back down low. Buescher gets a bit squirrely down there. Logano slides down low. Oh, and he's going to go around. His teammate up and over. Brad Keselowski wheels up on the back straightaway. The caution comes out on lap number 3. And the red flag is out now, it looks like, as the cars come down pit lane. Brad Keselowski up and over. It's a blowover on lap number 3 here at Daytona. This is what happened. Wow, and he goes airborne. And it all starts here. Look at the move from Stenhouse to take the lead. There goes Buescher getting a bit squirrely. Logano slides down low. I'm thinking he tried to get a shove from his teammate and misjudged where the front bumper of Keselowski was. Slides down low. Harvick avoids it immediately. This is on board with Chase Elliott. Wow, and he goes right up and over. It looks like Keselowski checked up for his teammate, and then his teammate, Ryan Blaney, gets into the back of Keselowski, and he goes around and upside down. What a wreck here at Daytona. Early in the race, Brad Keselowski was below the cut line coming into this race, and it looks like now he'll be out of the playoffs. Out of playoff contention, rather. His 2 teammates, Logano and Bellini, come down pit road here. So it's Buescher, Stenhouse, Byron, Briscoe, Wallace, Suarez, Chase Elliott, and Denny Hamlin. As we're back underway from Daytona, a great start for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He jumps out to the lead and blocks down low.
Order, bumper, you're cleared.
Stenhouse way in front of the pack as he gets a shove. Suarez up high, into the wall, back down again. Oh, and Bowman's going to go around.
Yellow is out.
They're wrecking again at Daytona on the restart. Back under yellow again. Suarez, Bowman, Eric Jones is in it. Christopher Bell actually stopped. I think he's back going again. Eric Jones is in it. Eric Almirola got collected in it. Alex Bowman, Daniel Suarez. This is what happened. Suarez got loose. Contact from Hamlin. Up high. I'm not sure what happened to Bowman there. He went around separately, but he did collect Daniel Suarez. They went 3 wide. Right there. I think he might have gotten a shove from Eric Almirola. You might see just a bit of movement on the rear of Alex Bowman. Right there. And then he goes around. He might have gotten some contact, or he might have gotten loose, and then some contact from Eric Almirola. So another wreck brings out another caution. So it looks like the fuel mileage is safe for now here at Daytona. The question is, how many more wrecks are we going to have? How many more drivers are going to be collected and their playoff chances ruined? On board with the pace car, Chris Buescher, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., but it's Stenhouse who will lead us back to green, of course. The inside nor the outside have really had a dominance today in restarts, but what happens this time as we head back green? Buescher takes the lead early as the outside checks up. It's a bad restart for Stenhouse and company. Wallace on the inside will stay in second. Now he's going for the lead with the help of Denny Hamlin.
Still like
The outside
that.
line
Two
looks
bottom,
like
one
the top
top.
4 broken away. Stenhouse back to the bumper at the 17. Oh, and he gets a shot. He's going to go around. It's the big one
We're
at
in it,
Daytona.
fellas. Stay on the gas.
Bush
Cam.
Briscoe around as well.
Do what
Hardens
you
the
can,
wall.
man.
Byron hardens to the side of Buescher. Only 3 get away. It's Wallace, Hamlin, and Harvick. It's a parking lot on the back straightaways. Dillon, Logano, Bell, and Blaney all get by. And we'll look at the restart again. The outside line, a terrible start. Buescher goes up high to block. Then it's Stenhouse, Byron, and Briscoe that all break away. Those 3 break away. They get back to the bumper of the 17. Too much speed. No one can check up. Buescher, gets swirly, goes around, back in front of the field. Then he gets T-boned by Stenhouse and William Byron before coming down on the field, and there's a chain reaction and then later farther back in the field. This is what happened. He goes around that inside line. Was very lucky to get away. Then as they started checking up back there, it was Briscoe, Larson, Kyle Busch. They got turned back there. We'll see it again in just a few moments. Buescher goes around. Look in the middle of your screen towards the right. Briscoe checked up. Larson didn't. So Briscoe goes around. He actually tagged the rear of Kyle Busch. He went around. And then it looks like everyone else either checked up or got collected. And then Dillon would have to stop at the back of the pack and wait for everyone to clear out. Dillon, Bell, Logano, and Blaney. So after the 3 wrecks today, only 11 drivers are going to restart in NASCAR overtime. Bubba Wallace will lead the field from the outside line with Denny Hamlin on the inside. It's a very spread out start as we head back green. 2 laps to decide the NASCAR playoffs here in Daytona.
Be ready. Green flag.
Wallace out to a comfortable lead so far. Will the draft have an effect? We'll find that out in just a few moments. But here comes Kevin Harvick on the outside of Austin Dillon. This is going to be a battle for the playoffs. Christopher Bell, Kyle Busch on the inside to help Dillon. The forward of Logano having any help. A squeeze to the outside. Kevin Harvick down the middle of the field, getting swarmed by Dillon and Logano. Can he stay above the cut line as they head back to the white flag?
One more. 5-5.
Next flag ends the race. Austin Dillon on the inside, rallying up the troops. It's Bell, Busch, and Elliott all on the inside. Joey Logano holding ground up high. Bubba Wallace for the first time in 16 starts. Can he get his first win in 2 seasons? Is it all going to come down to this? Dillon gets swarmed by the field. Here they come to the line. For the first time in 2 seasons, Bubba Wallace is heading back to victory lane. He's won his way into the playoffs. And here comes Bell now, blocking up high, down low again, sideways, crossing the start-finish line. Christopher Bell finishes in 3rd. That might just be enough to get him into the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. Denny Hamlin is co-owner at 2311, congratulating Bubba Wallace. It's his first win for 2311. Can Bubba Wallace become the first repeat champion in AJ Racing? Well, the first step to that is getting into the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs, which he's done tonight. And what an amazing finish that was, especially in the mid-pack, the battle for the playoff points. It was a squeeze to the outside. Kevin Harvick, Joey Logano getting together. Harvick able to save it, an amazing save there. Down the middle of the track, gets swarmed by the field. Then the very next lap on the white flag, the final lap, back down the straightaway again. It's Dillon this time that gets out of the draft, gets swarmed as he sits down the middle of the track. And then back to the line, it's Christopher Bell making a move up high, Gets tagged back down low again, sideways as he crosses the start-finish line. Holds on to that third place. Gets into the wall, but it's just where he crossed the finish line. And as the points are being tallied up, can this be Christopher Bell's first run at the NASCAR Cup Series Championship? We'll find out in just a few moments. So out of 20 cars to enter this race today, only 11 would finish. Bubba Wallace wins here at Daytona, with Denny Hamlin in second, Christopher Bell career high third. Then it's Joey Logano in fourth with Kyle Busch. Then it's Austin Dillon, Martin Truex Jr., Kevin Harvick, Chase Elliott, and Ryan Blaney rounding out the points. Kyle Larson finishes in 11th, the last running car in the field. Then it goes Chris Buescher, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., William Byron, Chase Briscoe, Daniel Suarez, Alex Bowman, Eric Almirola, Eric Jones, and Brad Keselowski rounding out those 9 cars that DNF'd from today's race. Then we go to our playoff standings. After Daytona, this is our playoffs, our round of 12. Chris Buescher in the lead with 28 points, only one above Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick, then it's Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, in his first playoff appearance, Austin Dillon, Daniel Suarez, Alex Bowman, Kyle Busch due to the tiebreaker versus Chase Briscoe. Those 12 drivers are in the playoffs and will be racing for the championship this year, starting in Texas next time out. Our 2023 race winners, of course, highlighted in yellow. Chris Buescher with 2 wins this year. He swept the first 2 rounds of the year. Bubba Wallace winning today, and Daniel Suarez winning last time out in Indianapolis. Chase Briscoe, Martin Truex Jr., William Byron, Eric Almirola, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Ryan Blaney, Eric Jones, Brad Keselowski, all under the cut line. So, after all of the chaos here in Daytona tonight, after all the wrecks, after all the craziness, those are your 12 drivers who will be racing for this year's championship, and it all starts next time out in Texas with the round of 12. After that race, we'll stay in Texas for the doubleheader, but after the first race, the 4 drivers with the lowest amount of points will be eliminated, leaving us with 8 drivers. Then we'll race the second leg of the Texas doubleheader. Then after that race is over, the four drivers with the lowest amount of points again will be eliminated, leaving us with 4 drivers. That'll be your championship 4, and those will be the 4 drivers competing for the championship in New Hampshire. That'll be the championship race, the season finale 401. But it all starts again, the playoffs, next time out in Texas. Ready for the doubleheader. It's going to be an amazing playoffs. It's already been an amazing season. This was an amazing race. We thank you for joining us. Bubba Wallace, the first time in 2 seasons, the season 1 champion, is headed to victory lane, and he's headed to the playoffs once again. Can he be the first repeat champion in AJ Racing Cup Series history? We'll find out at the championship race, but first, we have to get started with the playoffs in Texas. We'll see you for the doubleheader in just a couple of weeks. For everyone here, I'm AJ signing off from Daytona. Bubba Wallace, Daniel Suarez, Chris Buescher all won their way into the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. AJ Racing thanks you for watching this presentation of the NASCAR Cup Series.